One night, as the moon cast its silvery light upon the earth, a darkness stirred within Amina. Unbeknownst to her, the necklace magic began to take its toll. Amina transformed into a fearsome beast with fur as black as the night itself and eyes that glowed with an airy green light. In this monstrous form, she roamed the village streets, her claws leaving deep gouges in the earth and her roars echoing through the night like thunder. In a village nestled deep within the heart of the African wilderness, there lived a woman named Amina. Unlike the other villagers, Amina was plain and unattractive. Her skin, though the color of rich fertile soil, was marred by a deep scar that ran across her face. Her eyes, instead of sparkling like the stars, were often downcast, filled with sadness from the constant rejection and shunning by her fellow villagers. One evening, as Amina walked along the edge of the village, she was approached by an old lady. The old lady, with a voice as soft as the rustling leaves, said, "If you desire to become beautiful and admired, seek me out of the outskirts of the village." Desperate to escape her life of loneliness and scorn, Amina sought out the old lady the next day. The old lady, who dwelled in a hut shrouded by ancient trees and guarded by a sense of foreboding, greeted Amina with a knowing smile. With a flick of her wrist, she produced a necklace unlike any Amina had ever seen. It was adorned with shimmering gemstones that seemed to dance with a life of their own, each one reflecting the colors of the rainbow. "This necklace will enhance your beauty beyond measure," the old lady explained. "But beware, it carries a curse. Anyone who wears it will age faster. You can only be free from the curse if you pass it down to someone else." Amina hesitated for a moment, but her desire to be beautiful, even though for a short period of time, clouded her judgment. And with trembling hands, she took the necklace and placed it around her neck, feeling an electric surge of power coursing through her veins. In that moment, Amina's reflection in the mirror before her seemed to exude extraordinary beauty. Amina became the most beautiful girl in the village. Her scalp vanished, her skin glowed, and her eyes sparkled with a captivating brilliance. The transformation was so profound that she was admired by her peers and wanted by every suitor. Her days were filled with admiration and attention, and she finally felt the acceptance and love she had always craved. One night, as the moon cast its silvery light upon the earth, a darkness stirred within Amina. Unbeknownst to her, the necklace magic began to take its toll. Amina transformed into a fearsome beast with fur as black as the night itself and eyes that glowed with an airy green light. In this monstrous form, she roamed the village streets, her claws leaving deep gouges in the earth and her roars echoing through the night like thunder. Surprised by the sudden change, Amina realized that she had been deceived. Desperate to understand what had happened to her, she raced back to the hut where she had met the old lady. But when she arrived, the hut was empty and the old lady was gone, leaving no trace of her existence. The next morning, terrified whispers echoed through the village as devastated villagers surveyed the aftermath of unexplainable destruction. Crops lay destroyed in the fields, and pools of blood from vanished livestock stained the earth, and the air was thick with an unspoken dread. Every night, the beasts roamed the village, destroying their crops and instilling fear in their hearts. Many believed that the village was doomed to suffer under the wrath of a vengeful spirit, unaware that the true source of their torment lay within their midst. Weeks later, one night, as the village lay in an uneasy silence, A brave young hunter named Dume ventured into the forest in search of the creature that had been terrorizing their community. Armed with nothing but a spear and a heart full of courage, he followed the trail of destruction left in the wake of the beast. Deep within the heart of the forest, Dume came upon Amina in her monstrous form. Her eyes filled with a wild, untamed fury. Without hesitation, Dume fought the beast with all his might. A fierce battle ensued, and in the heat of the struggle, he managed to injure the creature. The impact of the fight caused the necklace around the beast's neck to shatter, and in an instant, the curse was broken. Before his eyes, the monstrous form began to transform back into Amina, the village's most beautiful girl. The villagers who had followed the commotion watched in awe as the fearsome beast turned into the familiar figure of Amina. But the relief was short-lived. Amina, weakened and gravely injured from the fight, collapsed to the forest floor. The wounds inflicted by Dume were too severe, and despite the lifting of the curse, Amina's life ebbed away. As Amina lay dying, the old lady emerged from the shadows, her presence casting a chill over the forest. She revealed her true identity to the horrified villagers. Once, she had been the pride and beauty of the village. However, consumed by greed, she had sought out a witch who gave her the cursed necklace. Unable to bear the curse herself, she had tricked Amina into taking it and freed herself from the curse. With the necklace destroyed and Amina gone, the villagers were left to grapple with the aftermath of the curse. Tears streamed down their faces as they mourned the loss of Amina, who had once been the pride of the village. In the days that followed, the villagers dedicated themselves to making amends for the devastation caused by the curse. They worked tirelessly to repair the damage, planting new crops and rebuilding homes. Though the scars of the curse remained etched upon their hearts, they found solace in their unity and shared experiences. As for the old lady, her deceit was exposed for all to see, and she was banished from the land forevermore, left to wander in the wilderness alone. She became a cautionary tale whispered among the villagers, a reminder of the dangers of succumbing to jealousy and greed. In time, the village flourished once more, united by the trials they had faced together. Amina's memory became a symbol of hope and resilience. Her journey from vanity to true beauty inspired all who heard her story. The tale of the cursed necklace evolved into a legend of redemption, bravery, and the transformative power of inner beauty, passed down through generations to inspire future villagers to embrace their true selves and the beauty that lies within. To enjoy more stories like this, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel.